I was in a PTQ at the convention center down in San Diego, and I was playing for, I don't know what, a trip to somewhere or whatever. I think it was like Venice or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I lost in the finals, and my opponent's like, well, at least you win a box.
Alright, we're playing Kano. Instead of that, this is what I brought. Equipment layout, Crucible, Storm Striders, Node, Tunic, and Hat. It's your main loadout for about 90% of your matchups. Probably played around 9 rounds in a row where I just played these 4 and the Crucible always. Then, for your mirror, you got Robo Rapture, giving that extra to AB. You have a Talismanic Lens, that's just in the list. Gambler's Glove versus KO, never saw a KO. Ironhide Plate and Ironhide Gauntlet, that's for your Benji matchup. And then we have Arcanite Skullcap if you really want to get spicy and block an extra 2 on your helmet, but you don't need to because you be blasted. I play a lot of blues in this deck, 22 to be exact. Just playing the max amount of blues you can in your Kano deck so you can set up and pretty easily get through your entire deck. Some key blues here is going to be Epot. It's the only non-spell in your blue slot in the entire deck besides Eye of Ophidia. These are 3 whiffs off your combo, but these help you set up, get extra resources so you can combo no matter what if you even have a bad hand. What about Chain Lightning? Allows you to play different cards from your hand or from exile. It does 3 damage, lets you play at instant speed. Good card. You got some of your big hits here. We got Sonic Boom. Allows you to hit for 4 with your Crucible and then search for, and then hit cards off the top of your library to do extra damage. Good way to sneak in damage in this deck to chip them out. Then removing some red cards here. Got Emergent Scolding, just 1, does 6 damage, very good. One of the best cards in your deck, Spindle, lets you opt cards. If they ever let you opt 4 or 5, you basically win the game on the spot because you get to craft the whole entire rest of the turn. Then we're getting to Voltic Bolt, which is going to be your 5 damage spell, which is another big damage turn, which helps you chip them out. Then we're going to come to our filter cards here. We got 4 tomes, 2 tomes of Fandel, 2 tomes of Aetherwind. Lets you draw 2 cards each, get through your deck really easily to find your key cards in this matchup in every single matchup. It's very just Pot of Greed.
It just allows you to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2. Pot of Greed. Aether Wildfire. These sweet extended art Aether Wildfires today. Allows you to do extra damage through all your spells if you play it on your opponent's turn. I'm always playing on my opponent's turn for most part of the game, so this is going to be the really great part of your deck. Basically, you want to set up Aether Wildfire in Arsenal with a couple cards in your hand. You want to be able to cast Lesson in Lava. Lesson in Lava is going to trigger, so I'm doing 4 damage on here. Makes Lesson in Lava 7 damage. Lesson in Lava is going to tutor for Blazing Aether. Blazing Aether is going to do the amount of damage I've done this turn, plus whatever Aether Wildfire is going to do. So I'm going to kill them with these 3 cards pretty much every single game. I finished pretty much every single game using these 6 key cards in every matchup. Very fun. Your entire deck is literally just built around getting this combo off. We blasting. Youngkin?
Alright, let's see it.
Yeah. All cold foil?
No, because I'm poor.
Plus ratio.
Plus ratio. The thing is, this is AB4 plus Crown for the Kano matchup, where you can just actually fatigue them. And then the Sledge is for the mirror match and also Bravo, which is one of the matchups I played against. I play 9 reds. I wanted to actually cut Sigil because they deal on hit with Arcane now, so Sigil actually kind of sucks. But my worst matchup was actually Rhinar, so I actually had to keep them in. And then Steadfast was the 1 card tech for Kano. This actually blocked off the Aether Wildfire turn, and he couldn't deal another big enough attack with AB4 plus Crown with a second Aether Wildfire. From then on, if you can block all the other Aether Spindles or Voltic Bolts, then you just kind of fatigue them.
That card looked like Mirror Force.
We also play 14 defense reactions, just really defensive deck, instead of playing the 17 or playing 8 or whatever. I play a lot less, but somewhere in between. These are all really good. Originally I tested red turn timbers and then I swapped into blue. I realized that blue was really good, and so I added the yellows instead of the reds, and then I added a lot more earths to my deck, which actually ended up helping in the mirror match. For earths, I play, I think it was 9, including the pulse. These are just really good. What you do is, in the mirror match, you can play the 4, and then Oldhim defense react for 6. So there's just a bunch of ways to hit 6 for Sledge. And other than that, you just get to... There's multiple endgame scenarios where you can use So Tomorrow on your Oakenold. So you have 4 Dominates in the game. Or you can have an Evergreen loop where you can go Evergreen, Sledge with your Tunic on the 3rd turn. Some ice cards for the aggro decks. And then these are just remaining cards. I know the other Oldhim list plays more Earths, but I like the 3 blocks. And these are also pretty good at ending the game. Specifically this. And also Fable.
Were you worried that your Fable was foil and you might get disqualified for having that in your deck?
No, because I have a lot of other foils in my deck. And they're just random.
I played Rhinar.
Rhinar.
This deck right here. Well, this half of the deck.
Yeah?
And this is my deck list.
Yeah?
Because this is a Blitz deck. I'm just going to open this up. This things are hard to open.
Are they hard to open?
Yeah. Can I just tear this box?
You have to
Here, you
open
can
and
just
close
use
that
them.
every
Yeah,
single
use them.
round of the tournament? You had to like reseal it?
Yeah.
So this is your deck list from this weekend?
I didn't even play sleeves.
Nice. The
So-
sleeveless. That's a good gambit.
See, the way he gets away with it is he uses a new deck every single time.
Yeah.
So I got a Bone Visor, Iron Head Legs, but I did play. Okay, so here's where my list really starts. This is where it was popping. Rhinar.
Oh, that makes sense.
The cold
And I did
foil.
play Cold Foil Rhinar,
He
but
didn't even play cold foil.
the other one,
Wait, that's a cold foil?
not this
Yeah.
one.
Let's show that off
You're
for
up
the
your
camera.
life.
Hold up.
They
Hold
were
up.
upgrading
That's
deck lists
good.
at the same time.
It doesn't look that good. I'm not gonna cap. Hold up. We gotta get a nice little like just zoom in on it. This is derailing the whole deck list.
That's alright.
Shit. Why is it not showing up that well?
Alright, so that was my hero and my equipment, give or take. I did use this card a lot. Intimidate. I used this ability a lot with my Rhinar deck. It was really great.
I heard there was an instance in the tournament where you intimidated someone's card 5 times in a row necessarily in order to win.
Yeah, so I was at 2 life. I was playing the Rhinar mirror match. And 2 life is a bad place to be. And there's a card in the deck called
Reckless Swing.
Reckless Swing. And if they block with it, they randomly pitch a card from their hand. If it has power 6 or greater, Reckless Swing deals 2 damage to me. Right, and I was at 2 life, so basically I died to that card. And somehow I managed to intimidate it out of their hand 4 turns in a row, so they couldn't play it on me. And on the 5th turn, I did not get it out of their hand, but I intimidated all their attacks, so they couldn't do anything with it.
That was our what's
just
it
the
called?
ability.
That was our winning in for day 2.
That's literally
was,
our winning
yeah.
in for day 2.
I was against, Brendan Patrick's buddy. I don't know his name.
Sean Yang.
Sean
Yang.
Yang.
Rhinar is an
Shoutouts.
apex predator. He uses his imposing presence and fearsome bellows to intimidate all who cross his path. When playing Rhinar, your goal is to intimidate the opponent multiple times in a single turn, leaving them defenseless. There are many cards with Intimidate, including Rhinar himself. Intimidate means target hero banishes face down a random card from their hand at the beginning of the end phase, returning the card to its owner's hand. Continue.
And here are some more cards I was playing. Bone Basher. Card's really good.
Whoa, this is cold foil. It's a
Chief.
chicken.
I'm not even trying to say the name, but the Chief Mentor. Alpha Rampage. This one was great. This has Intimidate built on it, so you get Intimidate twice, usually with that thing. Beast Mode. A couple of those. Pack Hunts. Red.
I woke up in beast mode.
Bare Fangs. Bare Fangs lost me a number of games by pitching my Reckless Swings instead
Why
of...
did we give you the luck deck?
The
And
cards?
You just like
Yeah.
hella suck with that.
We got Wild
It
Ride.
was definitely a wild ride.
We got Wrecking Balls. Awakening Bellow.
Wrecking balls, am I right?
Right.
He came in like a
So,
wrecking ball.
these were my reds. They were great. Yeah, they all attacked. Pack Call. This one was a good one. This one's a new one that's in the list. When I block with it, I get to look at the top of my deck and either put it on top or bottom based on if it's an attack or not. We got some Smash Instinct. Smash with Big Tree. 2 of those.
Well, I like the effect on that card.
This
You
one's
like how
really
it can't
good.
block.
Muscle Mutt. This thing was really powerful. It's a 6 attack for 3, and it doesn't do anything else. There's like 0 words on this card. It's really good. Oh, but here's another one, equally as powerful. Raging Onslaught. This is in a lot of sideboards.
We figured Chris didn't have enough time to practice, so we just didn't give him that much text to read.
Yeah, this card. Oh, and this card was great. This was like the main part of my deck. I stack these and intimidate my opponent's hand a bunch of times. That's my yellows. And blues, we had Rally the Rear Guard, Wrecker Rump, Come to Fight, Clearing Bellow,
I came.
Dodge. Dodge is a really powerful defense reaction. It, for 0, you block 2.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
defense reaction. Yeah, and then this card is really,
Damn.
Yo,
really
You got
nice.
steel balls.
You got steel balls.
Titanium bauble. It blocks 3, and it pitches for 3. So, boom.
You got the titanium bauble with the
The cold foil, damn.
That's
Well
the deck I
done.
played. It was pretty good. I highly recommend it. If you don't like this one, you could try out the other deck, the Dory deck. I did not play it. I played against a bunch of them, and their decks were pretty much the same thing also. So buy this, you get 2 Blitz decks, and you could get 6th place in a tournament.
And where can you buy a deck like that?
We got ours from Darkside Games in Las Vegas.